through the first part of our last question, which is part C. Let's do CI. Let's see what it is. Let's get the solution through the first, which is y is equal to 1 plus x squared multiplying x to the 3 over 4 minus x to the negative 3. And we're supposed to solve this part I by using the product rule. And this is very good for us because it already has everything in the form of power, so we can just do it. We know this is going to be u, this is our v, but we have to say that. So we are going to say let u be equal to the first, which is 1 plus x squared. Then you say v be equal to the second, which is x to the 3 over 4 minus x to the negative 3. With like this, it's very easy for us because we can get u prime easily. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of x squared, you drop the power, reduce it by 1, 2x, right? V prime is going to be, you drop the power, 3 over 4, reduce it by 1, it's x to the, what you just do, you punch in your calculator, okay? You say open bracket, 3 over 4, close bracket, minus 1. What do you get? You're going to get negative 1 over 4, okay? You're going to get negative 1 over 4. Then what you do for this last one, what you do for this last one is going to be, you drop the power, which is negative 3. You drop it where there was a negative 1, it becomes a plus. So it's going to be a plus 3 now. Then you reduce the power by 1, it's x to the negative 4. You just say minus 3 minus 1 if you're not sure. That's what you must get. So here we've just seen that v prime is 3 over 4 x to the negative 1 over 4 plus 3x to the negative 4. So now we can just come and say that y prime is then going to be the second, which is v, times the derivative of the first, which is u prime, plus the first, which is u, times the derivative of the second, which is v prime. Remember, y is u, v. The first is u, the second is v. So it's the second times derivative of the first plus the first times derivative of the second. Don't forget that product rule. It's very important for you to remember the formula. Very important. Come on. So now we're going to say, what is the second, which is v? You can come and get it here. So it is x, it is equal to x to the 3 over 4 minus x to the negative 3. Don't make a mistake there, okay? Don't make a mistake. Make sure it's a negative 3. It's negative 3. Multiplying derivative of the first, which is u prime, and that's just 2x. Then plus the first, which is u, 1, but that's 1 plus x squared. We just see it here. It's 1 plus x squared. Multiplying the derivative of the second, which is this thing here, which is going to be 3 over 4 x to the negative 1 over 4 plus 3x to the negative 4. We should not make a mistake here, okay? We should not make a mistake. Plus 3x to the negative 4. We should not make a mistake. So what is this going to now be? Let's simplify. 2x, multiply this for us, please. It is going to be 2 just comes, then x times this. You just add the powers when you multiply. So what is x to the power of? It's to the power of 1. Then the other one, 3 over 4. So you're going to say 1 plus open bracket 3 over 4 close bracket is equal to. You get an answer and you must convert it to an improper fraction by saying second function. Then you press the button here, AB over C, which says AB over C. Okay? Then you're going to get it as 7 over 4. So it's now x to the 7 over 4. Then minus, now 2x is going to then multiply this. That's why I'm saying minus. 2 just comes. Then x times x to the negative 3, you add the powers. It's going to be 1 minus 3, okay? Because there is a minus 3 and there is a 1. So you combine them together, which is 1 minus 3, you get negative 2. So it's 2x to the negative 2. Then we get to the second part. So we say plus 1 times this whole bracket. It comes back as it is 3 over 4 x to the negative 1 quarter plus 3x to the negative 4. Then x squared now multiplies this whole bracket. So it's going to be plus x squared multiplies this is going to be 3 over 4 x to the negative 1 over 4 and x2. They will come together. So you say 2 minus open bracket 1 over 4 close bracket is equal to, you get an answer. You say second function, then you press the button that is saying AB over C. You get 7 over 4. So that's the power of x. It's x to the 7 over 4. Then now we say x squared to multiply this 3x to the negative 4. It's going to be plus 3. Then x to the negative 4 and x squared come together. So it's going to be 2 minus 4. You add the powers, right? You get minus 2. So it's x to the negative 2, of course. Now we simplify. Okay, we are going to simplify and we are going to get what? Let's say this is going to be equal to things with x to the 7 over 4. We can see there's 3 quarters, x to the 7 over 4 and 2. So you can say what is 2 plus open bracket 3 over 4 close bracket is equal to, you get an answer. You say second function AB over C, you get 11 over 4. So it's going to be 11 over 4 x to the 7 over 4. We started with things that have x to the 7 over 4. You can cancel them with a pencil you rub when you're done. Now you want things with x to the negative 2 here. There's 3 and there's minus 2. You say 3 minus 2, you get 1. So it's just going to be 1, which is just an x to the negative 2. Then you are going to get, you go for what? Then we have this x to the negative 4, which is a 3, so plus 3x to the negative 4. Then we are going, so this x to the negative 2 is done, x to the negative 4 is done. Then there's going to be plus 3 over 4 x to the negative 1 over 4, which we can simplify. We can simplify, yes, we can. It's going to be 11. You see, this is a positive power, so it's just going to go at the top. And this number at the bottom will be the root. This number on the top will be the power. So it's going to be 11x. Then what is the power of x? 7. Then what is the root? 4. So it's the fourth root of that. And it's multiplying 11. And it's all over 4. Okay, because the power is positive, that's why we put it in the numerator. Plus, this is a negative power, so we just put it in the bottom, 1 over x squared. Plus, this is 3 is there. Then this is a negative power, so it goes in the denominator, x to the 4. Then plus, now we have this last thing, which is 3 over 4. So it's going to be 3 all over. This is going to be x to the, there's a 4 already in the denominator. But since it's a negative, it goes to the denominator, okay? And it was x to the negative 1 over 4. So it becomes x to the positive 1 over 4, which just means it's the fourth root of x. So in here, we'll put the fourth root of x. So it's going to be 4 by the fourth root of x. And this is the solution. These are all your things, and you see that in part B, we'll get the exact same thing, I'm sure. All right, so this is it. This is part CI. This is our final solution. Goodbye for now. We do part 2 in the next video. Bye.